Thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel. The true crime Bible case that I'm going to be going over today is found in 1 Kings chapter 22 and 2 Chronicles chapter 18. Now, if this true crime Bible case were to happen in today's society, we would find it on our social media news feed. We couldn't help but click on it because the title would grab our attention. Here's the title: From Preacher to Assassin. We would click on it and read all about this story of how this preacher assassinated a political official, the king of Israel. A preacher? We as Christians would be like, oh my word, another one that is not making the Christian movement look good at all. It's not making what Christianity is all about, making that look good and truthful and honest. And we would just be reading, and what? This preacher was not any preacher, but he was one of the spiritual advisors of the king of Israel. He was from Israel himself, and he was one of his spiritual advisors. He leaked confidential information that put the king of Israel at risk. You could find emails. He was emailing the enemy of Israel, Syria, and letting them know about the plans that the Israeli government was planning and how they were going to attack Syria to regain a territory that Israel once owned, Ramoth Gilead. We will read even further. Here is an eyewitness that can corroborate all of this. This preacher was so much a traitor to Israel, so unpatriotic to the country. And he does this. We wouldn't watch a video from one eyewitness, but it wouldn't even be one or two eyewitnesses. It would be 400 eyewitnesses that would all have the same story. This preacher, this dirty preacher that turns on our government. Well, this news story not only grabs the attention of the people of Israel, the Israelis, but it grabs the attention of another government official. A government official who is not from Israel, but is from Judah. He is the king of Judah, King Jehoshaphat. He reads this article, and he reads all of these lies because he was there. He eyewitnessed all of this, the meeting, everything that went on between this one preacher, the 400 spiritual advisors, the king of Israel, who was King Ahab, and he just cannot believe his eyes. The lies that are being propagated about this innocent preacher, Preacher Micaiah. He was there in that meeting. He was there when the plans were being talked about how to move forward. King Ahab was going to his 401 spiritual advisors on how to proceed from here, getting their advice. He was really wanting to go to war with Syria and wanting to claim the territory of Ramoth Gilead back. It was once controlled by Israel, and he was wanting to get it back. And so he was asking his 401 spiritual advisors. And it goes on in this meeting. King Jehoshaphat's there. And because King Ahab is wanting to do this jointly with the king of Judah and go into battle with Syria. And here's what the 400 spiritual advisors tell Ahab. We agree with you, boss. We think you need to go to war. You know, we once owned Ramoth Gilead. We need to get it back. You betcha we need to do this. And then there was one spiritual advisor who said, I disagree. He said, boss, I don't agree with this. This would be bad. You're wanting to do this, but this is not the right time to do this. In fact, if you go to battle, you're going to put your life at risk. This is not safe. This is not a good plan. And he got a lot of pushback from this meeting. In fact, there was one of the spiritual advisors that slapped him, that slapped Preacher Micaiah. And you know what? King Ahab did not listen to the one spiritual advisor that warned him not to go. He went into battle anyway. There was never any email leaks or confidential information leaked. None of that. All of that was lies. King Ahab went to battle. He actually went to battle in disguise. He disguised himself very well. And he still got killed in battle. Well, before King Ahab goes to battle, he throws Preacher Micaiah into the jail cell. This was a wrongful conviction. An innocent man who did nothing wrong and was thrown into a prison cell. So you might be asking, well, Jennifer, why didn't those 400 spiritual advisors tell the media the truth about what had happened? Because they're telling the media all of these lies. It's being printed, and people are believing these lies. How can you not believe this? You've got 400 people saying the same thing. How can you not believe that Preacher Micaiah is innocent? How could you believe that? How could you not believe that? And the thing is, these spiritual advisors, if they had to come clean with the truth, they would have to admit that they were wrong. That their advice put the king, Ahab, their boss, in danger. And it took his life. That would mean they would lose their powerful positions. That would mean they would lose their reputations. So they threw an innocent man under the bus. They took away his freedom. They took away his reputation. So, could Preacher Micaiah enjoy life after this, after being stripped of his reputation? Well, I have news. I have very good news. Yes, Preacher Micaiah could enjoy his life again after being stripped of his reputation. Because in the Bible, in these 2 chapters, he is referred to as the true prophet. The prophet who follows Yahweh. You see, these 400 spiritual advisors were false prophets. That's how they are listed in these 2 chapters. And followers of the false prophet don't believe that you could ever enjoy life again after being stripped of your reputation. So, how did preacher Micaiah enjoy life again? I mean, he was stripped of his freedom. He was confined to a prison cell. And it's a very unjust, unfair situation. He's being separated from his friends and family. He is being thrown into an environment that he doesn't belong. How in the world can we enjoy life again after being stripped of our reputation? Well, that's what we're going to look at in part 2 next time as we continue this true crime Bible case of preacher Micaiah. That is my spiritual food for you to munch on the rest of the week. I can't wait to see you next time.